Kyrone, how are you?
What's going on, man?
I'm doing okay. First of all, I want to know, how are you and your family? We know that, the world continues to deal with COVID-19. Everybody okay in your world?
Oh man, everybody's blessed.
Well, beautiful. I'm glad to hear that. Now, Kyrone, we're only a few days away until you step inside the ring.
You're gonna stop saying my name wrong. You know it's Kyrone. You keep
Kyrone. I thought it was Kyrone.
It's okay. You've been messing up, but after Saturday, you're gonna know my name. You're gonna say it right.
All right. So Kyrone is how I say it.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have Kyrone.
Yeah, we go.
Davis.
There we go.
So Kyrone, we're only a few days away until your matchup against Anthony Dirrell. Live on Fox, major opportunity. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling confident. I put in a lot of work, and I'm just ready to go. I'm counting down the days.
Now, Kyrone, a lot of people, the odds makers, those in the media, they think that it is going to be a one-sided fight in favor of Anthony Dirrell. Is that bulletin board material for you?
When you say bulletin board material, what do you mean by that?
Like, what I mean by that is that something that fuels you? Is that something that, like, okay, I'm going to remember what everyone said, et cetera, or do you not pay attention to that?
Slightly, but they don't know me, so that's where it comes from. Just not knowing who I am, but it's okay. When you face against somebody and you see two names and you know one, but you don't know the other person. You favor the person that you know, so that's okay. But it's my job to let everybody know who I am on Saturday.
So, Kyrone, I know that you spent a lot of time working with Stephen Breadman Edwards. He's an excellent trainer, former trainer of Julian J. Rock Williams, super welterweight champion of the world. How much have you learned and grown under him, especially for this camp, because he's been in big fight situations?
My whole pro career, he's been showing me things, and we've been growing our relationship, and we've just been getting better. So, this fight's no different. We just getting better, and we're gonna show up.
When Anthony Dirrell says that he's going to knock you out, and I'm not using an expletive that he uses, what is your response to that?
Like I said before, that's what he's supposed to say. Everything's on him on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? The pressure's on him. I'm just ready to work. He can say what he wants, but we got to fight. So, it is what it is.
Now, you've been boxing since you were 8 years old. Can you tell us about how you got started and the fact that, it's a two-part question. First of all, I want to ask you, how did you get started boxing for 8 years old, and how much have you enjoyed the sport of boxing?
I've been in the gym since I was 8. My dad took me to the gym at 8 years old. I expressed my interest for the sport. He's a boxing fan. My mother continued taking me to the gym. It was teamwork. Eric get me to the gym, making sure that I can fuel this this urge to want to fight. Or this and this journey has been great. It's been awesome. We have our ups and downs, but we here now. So this sport is so much that go into it mentally and physically, and it's been 7 years pro, but now it's my time.
Being here at 168, has it been nice not having to cut as much weight as you have in the past?
Oh yeah, it's been nice. It's been nice.
Have you altered your diet at all, or have you been able to eat better?
Yeah, obviously, we can eat a little more. You got a little bit more weight, we can play with. So, it's been cool not having to lose as much weight. But, we still been working extremely hard, to make sure my body's a 168 body when I get in the ring.
So what are some things that you've been doing to prepare yourself and make sure that your body is a 168-pound body? Because 8 pounds is certainly no joke whatsoever. I mean, that's a significant leap going from 60 to 68. In the lighter weight classes, you have 3 or 4 pound differences, but you're going up 8 pounds. What have you been doing specifically to prepare for this?
We always making weight. Even at 168, we still making weight. We just not making it as low. So we just we have a little bit more. We spar at a little bit heavier weight, and we eat appropriately so that my numbers is touching where they need to be, and that's all.
And when it comes to, making sure that your power translate and your speed translate, have you been doing any extra, strength and conditioning or anything along those lines?
We already was doing strength and conditioning, making sure that we doing our yoga, making sure we doing everything that we just taking our time with everything. We just paying attention to the details and making sure that everything's translate when we get in the ring. Honestly, it's been fun, the whole camp has just been fun, just every day, just grinding, but, with a purpose. And, I like 168 as of right now, so we'll see. Saturday, I expect to feel great, and I want to feel energized, and I think I will be.
Yeah, I saw you mention the fact that you do yoga as well.
Yeah, man, I'm an athlete, so anything that helps me get to another level, that's what I try to strive for. So we've been doing some extra things like yoga, going to the chiropractor every other day, and getting massages and strength and conditioning, and we just putting everything together. We just trying to get better every day. So yoga is something that I dipped into, and I felt like it was helping me out. So we continue doing it, and I feel great.
It sounds like with this fight, you're investing more in your body compared to what I've heard in the past. Not that you weren't investing in your body before, but really, LeBron James, I think, says he, invests like $2 or $3 million somewhere around there, and over the course of the year.
Just maturity. I think it's just maturity. It's growing up. You just realize that you got this one body. You got to take care of it. So. Just making sure that I'm doing everything so that, I could have the best performance I could possibly have on Saturday. I'm just doing the little things that turn into big things. Just working, but working smart at the same time, not just tearing your body apart. So, just being mindful. That just comes with maturity. I think I'm at that age where, it's sink or swim.
Now, you've been away from the ring for 13 months. The last time you stepped inside the ring was January of 2020. 13-month layoff for you heading into this matchup against Anthony Dirrell. Are you concerned at all about ring rust, and what have you been doing to make sure that doesn't happen on Saturday?
I'm not concerned about ring rust. We've been away, but it don't even seem that long, honestly. I've just been in the gym working. We've been sparring, high-level sparring, and we just been getting it together. So it don't feel like that to me. It hasn't been that long to me. But we'll be ready. I don't think it shouldn't be no ring rust. We're gonna go in there and we're gonna perform. And if it is some ring rust, we're gonna shake it off and we're gonna do what we gotta do.
Where do you feel like you have, not giving away your game plan, right? But where do you feel you have the advantages against Anthony Dirrell, the two-time super middleweight champion of the world?
Obviously, youth. So, I'm fresher. So that's my advantage there. And everything else I'm going to show you on Saturday. I don't want to give nothing away, but I feel like I do have some advantage in the ring when it comes to my ability.
He's been away from the ring since September of 2019. He's had a longer layoff than you. Do you anticipate any ring rust coming from his standpoint?
I'm not worried about that. I'm not even thinking about that. We're just going to take it one round at a time.
I know that we're living in a different world, Kyrone, when it comes to COVID-19. Everyone's being safe and sound and, wearing your masks and everything else. Has this training camp, or how has this training camp been like compared to the others? Because the last time you fought, COVID-19 really wasn't a thing here in the United States.
It wasn't at all. We didn't know nothing about it really. So, it's been different. We've been training different. We've been staying away from people. We've just been a little bit more private, But it's really cool for camp because you don't do nothing in camp anywhere. I'll be in the house, play video games, reading books, doing puzzles. I make music, so I write music. Doing things like that, to keep your mind stimulated, watching old tapes and watching old fights, and just staying with your family and being close knit. That's all. But we seem like we starting to edge off this pandemic. It seems like we starting to wiggle our feet a little bit and walk outside. So I'm excited for when everything opens back up and we can fight with the fans again.
And fighting with no fans, have you thought about what that's going to be like? It's going to be national television, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific time, you against Anthony Dirrell. this upcoming Saturday night, BBC on Fox and also Fox Deportes. But have you kind of thought about, stepping inside the ring, no fans around, probably hearing a little or not much in the Shrine Auditorium this upcoming Saturday night?
I've fought in empty arenas before. It won't be my first time. So I know what that feels like. So I'm not really thinking about that. I'm just focused on getting the job done for real. We're still two people in the ring. It's me, him, it's the ref, it's the judges. So we ain't worried about that. We coming to work, and that's all.
You mentioned that you like to write music. What kind of genre do you like to, write for? I mean, is it R&B? Is it hip hop? Well, what's Kyrone Davis writing when it comes to musically?
I'm hip hop, R&B type music, some wavy type music, anything that gets you in the vibe and gets you in the feeling. I combine that with my fighting, just being in rhythm and just, just having a vibe when you in the ring. So I just try to bring that when I bring my music. Music is like a part of me. It's like one of those things where I could feel it in my bones when I'm doing the same thing when I'm boxing. I can feel it in my bones when I'm moving, when I'm punching, when I'm doing what I'm doing. So it's just a vibe thing for me. It's all about an energy thing. It's all about your mental, and what you believe in you could do, and what you know and you could do. A lot of people, they might be writing me off, but I know what I can do. So we ain't worried about that. I just want to get to Saturday. I can't wait.
So do you use music as like a diversion, as a way to get away from boxing, or are you constantly thinking about boxing and you just incorporate that into your music?
I mean, I wake up in the morning, I'm just listening to music. I'm training, we all listen to music. We running, we listening to music. I think music is part of the life. It's part of the way we just operate as humans, just with rhythm. So it's not getting away from it. It's really just a part of it. It brings my energy to a certain level. So when I get in the gym, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling, I'm hype. I want to talk about something. I want to work on something. It's just a part of me. I don't think it's separate.
So when you and Breadman are in the gym and working out, hitting the pads, and you're getting into your workout, your training session, and let's say we were to stumble in the gym, what music is playing, in the gym as you're working out during training camp?
It all depends. You might come in and we might listen to some Curtis Mayfield.
Okay.
Or you might come in, you might listen to some Jay-Z or some Drake. You might come in, you might listen to me, Kyle Shut It Down. You never know what you listening to when you come in the gym. But it's definitely a vibe every time. So you never know. But we got good music. We love music.
And when it comes to your selection, does it all depend on how you're feeling that morning? Who picks the music?
It's all about feeling. Sometimes I wake up and I listen to Stevie Wonder for like an hour straight. And sometimes I go to sleep and I might listen to Lauryn Hill until I go to sleep. It depends on how I'm feeling. I like all types of music. So I got a vast, a long list of music that I listen to. And this is not just hip hop or R&B. I like country music. I like pop music. So, it's all part of just the way that I just incorporate it in my lifestyle and just, use people's energy to boost mine and then, take my energy and do great things with it.
Now, speaking of energy, I know you get a lot of energy from where you grew up in Wilmington, Delaware. On the conference call, I know you were born in Monmouth, but you're very much like Wilmington, Delaware. That's my hometown and everything else. Can you tell us about how much Wilmington means to Kyrone Davis?
Well, listen, our president, is from Delaware. So, it's all about putting us on a map, you feel me? That's what it's really about. It's about putting us on the map. And, we don't got a lot of things when it comes to, Delaware. So I want to make sure that I'm shouting us out and making sure that we got a name. So the better I do, the better we do. And then I can get back to my community and we can lift each other up. Just being inspirational and just being great. So just working. And then at the end of the day, making sure that you telling everybody where I'm from so you can know where the product came from and how we got here and know the story. So definitely it's definitely a situation where I want to make sure that my hometown, where I come from, gets the credit and the recognition because they helped give me where I'm at right now.
So do you look at, you're an East Coast guy. Do you look at like what Tank has done in Baltimore, what the Russells have done, in the DC area as well, the Petersons as well, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to put Delaware on the map for us, for my city and in my hometown.
Oh yeah, I mean they've been having great careers, So and they've been putting their city on the map. Every time they fight, you got to say their name. So every time I fight, you got to say one was in Delaware. So the more I'm in there, the more you got to say my city name. So it's definitely a thing where I want to make sure that y'all keep saying the name. You got to keep saying the name, and you ain't got no choice.
And this fight against Anthony Dirrell, Kyrone, is a super middleweight title eliminator fight. From what I've also heard, the fight with David Benavidez and Ronald Ellis is going to be an eliminator fight. So it's likely that the winner of these two fights could theoretically potentially match up for the final eliminator. What does that mean for you? Do you even pay attention to that, knowing that, if you win on Saturday night, you get closer to potentially fighting for a world title?
We just trying to win. Before it was even announced as eliminated, I had the same energy about it. We gotta win. So we're taking it one fight at a time. So, we gotta win. We gotta win Saturday. And like I said before, we got some doors let's opening up, and we're gonna make sure that we making sure that we walking through the right one. So, we gotta get through Saturday, and I'm super excited for the opportunity that's gonna be given to me, regardless of what we decide to do after this fight. So,
Now, this is going to be on free TV, live on Fox, and Fox Deportes have, family and friends and people that how excited are you? Because, this is a massive stage for the both of you, not just, Anthony, not just you, but Anthony Dirrell as well. Live on Fox, network TV, anybody can watch it, millions of homes all over the country.
I just want to have some fun, I'm focused, I'm serious, but I want to have some fun. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I've been working so hard for since I've been 8 years old, and this is what I've been grinding for. So it's no way in the world, I don't go out there and give it my all. So I'm definitely excited for the opportunity. I want to thank you guys for the opportunity, Premier Boxing Champions and Fox, to open up, this opportunity for me, and I'm looking forward to taking advantage of it. I'm gonna thank Anthony Dirrell for taking the fight, and let's get it popping. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I've been paying attention to his Instagram. I don't know if you do, but he's been working hard. He looks in great shape. Does that motivate you even more to be like, man, I'm going to get the best Anthony Dirrell inside that ring because he's coming in shape. He looks like he's been training hard, and I know you've been training hard as well. Is that something that you're like, okay, I know that he's going to come with it?
I haven't been watching his Instagram at all, but if he's been working hard, then that's good. It's gonna be a better fight. I'm not no slouch, so you gotta work hard. You go in there and you take a day off running. You take a couple of days off running, and you didn't wake up on time. You're gonna be in for a long night. So, I'm pretty sure he worked hard. You know what his opportunity is. I know what his opportunity is. I ain't taking no days off. So let's work. I'm not really concerned about what he did or what he didn't do. It's not about him that night. It's about me and about what I do.
So let's talk about you even more so. How would you describe your style for those people who have never seen you step inside the ring, and this is going to be their first dose of Kyrone Shut It Down Davis? What is your style inside that ring?
It's just win for real. It's just do what I got to do to win. I've in my career, I've taken on a couple of things that I do and some trademark things that I've been able to do in my ring. But at the end of the day, it's just the game plan is to win. My style it's a fun style to watch because I'm gonna be letting my hands go, and then we're gonna be moving, and we're gonna try to be getting them punches off. And we're gonna try to go for the kill. So but at the end of the day, it's just all about winning for me. That's the only thing that's on my mind. I'm not thinking about no style. I'm not thinking about how I got to get it done. Because whatever he brings to the table, I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to get it done. So we ready for whatever.
The nickname "Shut It Down." Where did that come from? I think it's a very unique nickname.
Yeah. One time I was in church, years and years ago. I was in church one time, and they had a guest pastor, and then she was talking about shutting down all the things in life that get in your way, and shutting down drugs and alcohol and things that just are just not supposed to be there. You know, shut it down, get it out the way. You know, that stuck with me, so I started making shirts that say "Shut It Down," and you know, I started sparring. People was telling me, "Shut it down, man," and "Shut it down," and this and "Shut it down," that. We started fighting. We started making sure people was wearing "Shut It Down," like, you know, shut it down. So every time I get in the ring, I'm trying to shut down my opponent, whatever, you know what I mean, is in my way, shut it down. So, you know what I mean, that's been a situation, just shutting it down. And I live that way, everything I do. You know, anything that's in my way, I try to shut it down, or get it out of the way. You know, no matter what it is, if it's any this type of distraction, anything that's trying to stop you from getting where you want to go, you want to shut it down. That's just a life lesson. You know, just you stay focused, and you go where you know you're destined to be.
I know that you're very stylish. You know, it's obvious, you know, on your social media. What ring attire do you got lined up for Saturday night? I mean, this is a big stage live on Fox. Do you have anything special planned for Saturday?
I'm going to look good. I got to look good. You know what I mean? Too many people watching, I have to look good. But, you know, that's just part of me, though. You know, I like looking good. I look good. I feel good. So we gonna look presentable on fight night. We gonna give a show, because it is a show. It's entertainment at the same time. So we gotta make sure that, you know, the people, they can't be there, but they're gonna be watching us on Fox. And we gotta make sure we look good, and the performance is gonna make it look even better.
So can you give us a little preview of what you might be wearing? I mean, what kind of colors or everything else?
Right.
That's just for Saturday. I'm excited.
You're gonna ruin the whole thing on. You know what I mean?
Yo, I gotta ask you though.
Special. It ain't gonna be special if I let you know. If I tell you, it's gonna be special. You know, you gotta see me like, hold on, this guy looks like he coming. Yeah, that's how I want you. That's how I want you to feel me when I'm coming out. Like, okay, yeah, he coming.
All right. It's just my job to ask. You know, I had to ask if you know, give us a little preview, but it's all right. We'll wait until Saturday night for you. Lastly, as we get ready to let you go, you know, I know you said the goal, you're, you know, thinking about making sure your hand is raised, but in a perfect world for Kyrone "Shut It Down" Davis, how does the fight against Anthony Dirrell play out?
With my hand being raised. It's gonna be an action-packed fight, and it's gonna end with my hand being raised. You know, a lot of things happen in fights. You never know what's gonna happen in a fight. You know, so I'm not gonna predict that, but I'm gonna predict that I'm gonna come out victorious, and that's what I can get you.
And what's your thoughts on the rest of the super middleweight division? You got the champs, you know, Caleb Plant, you got Canelo. You know, Billy Joe Saunders is out there. You know, David Benavidez as well. You got Anthony Dirrell in front of you on Saturday night, live on Fox, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. What are your thoughts on the rest of the division here at 168?
Man, it's a lot of great fighters at 168. So, you know, it's a lot of opportunity. I'm focused on my fight on Saturday, though. I mean, as a fan, it's a lot of great matchups you would like to see, but as a fighter, I'm focused on Saturday.
Well, Kyrone, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in LA during fight week, and looking forward to the matchup.